Could tell you that they love you when they never mean it. True love come from God in the name of Jesus. Turn my back on the king, I committed treason. Thank God he forgives, now his name I'm preaching, screaming Jesus.
What's up, YouTube? You're Inside the Edge, and I'm back with another video for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Today I want to get into some NFL mock drafts. Today I want to get into the Patriots. It's looking like this is Combine week, so it's looking like the NFL world is going to be focusing on this year's Combine. There's a lot of player development that needs to happen. This is going to be a brand new season. Free agency is going to be big for a lot of teams, and this is just the time to make a splash to get some really good talent. So speaking of that, guys, today I want to talk about Michael Trigg. I'm really hoping that the Patriots can get him in the third round. He's projected to be a third, fourth round draft pick. So it's looking like the Patriots can seize the opportunity to get a player like this. And I am just excited. I was very compelled to make this video because obviously, the Patriots, they're thin at tight end, and I think he can suit this team very, very well. So just getting into his college career really quickly, guys. Back in 2024, he transferred from Ole Miss to Baylor, and as of right now, guys, he's coming off of his best college career, racking up 50 receptions for 694 yards while averaging 13.9 yards per catch with 6 touchdowns. He has a career high in all categories, and after 5 years of collegiate football, this guy has polished up his game. He's listed at 6'4", 240 pounds. He has a lot of physical gifts in running the football, and that's why I think with the right offensive coordinator that can utilize his skill set, I think he can be a threat to any defense in the NFL. And that is why I truly believe that Josh McDaniels and the New England Patriots is the right destination for Triggs. I'm sorry. And as of right now, the Patriots tight end room is Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper. And if the Patriots decide not to bring back Austin Hooper, then that can lead a new tight end position to shine with Henry. As of last season, Hooper and Henry combined for over 1,000 yards in the tight end department, and that's why I can see Trigg being a great addition to this offense. And looking at a lot of film from Michael Trigg in college, I've seen a lot of short yardage catches from him, and I think he can be a safe box target for Drake May. Obviously when the offensive line collapses, I think, Drake May, he always tries to make the next move and try to extend plays, and that's why I think Diggs can come in and make a huge impact. And looking at his skill set, guys, he has strong hands, good body control using his strength to get off the line of scrimmage, hard to get down to tackle in open field, and he's always fighting for extra yardage. That is like the one thing that I can take away from his game is how much he likes to fight for extra yardage. And, Triggs can be a great receiving threat, and, that is something that the Patriots is looking for in this offseason. We're looking for a guy that can be an offensive threat aside of Mike Hollins, Stephon Diggs, they bring him back, Pop Douglas. There's just so many players, so many receivers, but, how many of them can, make plays with yards after the catch? And I think that's the ability that Triggs can bring to this offense. Now, I would say as far as weaknesses, we hear so much about it is Triggs, he's not really effective as a blocking tight end. And I think that's something that's going to be a big struggle because being an NFL tight end, blocking is a huge part of being in that position. And I think with Josh McDaniels, can teach him to be a chip blocker in order for ways to get open in a lot of his schemes. Because as a tight end, you have to disguise yourself as a blocker time to time in certain play schemes. When it's a tight end, play action play, you need to disguise yourself a little bit as a blocker to just, get open. But blocking, I think, is something that he needs to work on. Being able to pull edge rushers and just be a part of the pass protection, because as of right now, looking at the Patriots, pass protection is like by far the worst thing that's happened in New England right now when you look at the offense. So pass protection is definitely big. That's why I think why the Patriots drafted Henderson was because he can not only run, but he's also a blocking type of running back. So I think that's what the Patriots are going to try to instill in Trigg. But other than that, guys, I think he can be an awesome player for the Patriots. I think he has the skill set. His body is massive. He can plow through defenders. He can get first downs, move the chains, and it's just all about being in the right system. But I think with Josh McDaniels, I think he's going to put him in a situation where he can flourish. Again, Triggs, I don't see him being a full-time receiving tight end. I don't see him being a full package tight end, but I do think that if the Patriots were not to bring in Hooper, I think instantly Trigg can get a lot of reps early in his career, and I think he can be a really good asset to Hunter Henry. But with that being said, guys, what do you guys think about Trigg? Do you see him being a part of this Patriots team? Where else do you see him going, guys? But I'm a fan of him. I think he's one of the better tight ends in this draft class. Again, guys, his speed, everything he can do with the football, he can do it at the next level. And again, guys, until next time, if you're still watching this video, I want to say thank you. Please subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and help me grow, guys. Until next time, I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace.